What's up, all? This is Sankala, and I'm going to be doing a quick review. Well, not a quick review. My reviews are never quick. They're always long, drawn out, and a little bit rambly, but beats the hell out of reading some boring-ass dude talking about shit. I'm going to be talking about Brink tonight. Brink, I gotta say, for mixing up the first-person shooter genre, they did a very good job. Brink basically works as squad-based combat, and there are some things I'll nitpick. There are some things I'll say are very good. There are four classes to choose from. You can be a soldier, which is your basic soldier class. You can be a medic, which is a medic. You can be an operative, which is a spy, and you can be an engineer, which is a engineer. If you know anything about video games, you pretty much know what these guys are. The soldier, yeah, every time Alright, the game starts off, you're level 0. When you level up, you get to choose, which class you want to buy into. Or you can buy from the main, you start off with an extra pip of health, or you start off with an extra supply. And it's very cool how supply works. Basically, fuck, what would you call it? Your specials go off a rechargeable supply meter, and certain classes will have higher supply meters depending on if they bought into it. Certain classes will have lower. Some classes can give you supply. The engineer, for example, can lay landmines on the ground. Lean back so you can see my hands. I use my hands a lot. I apologize for that, but yeah, second stuff. Yeah, so the engineer can lay a landmine. That'll cost you a pip of supply. Throwing a grenade, that'll cost you a pip of supply. Um, you can set up an auto turret, which is really cool for defensive. Medics, you can throw out revive syringes, which I really like how they did the revive syringe. It isn't like, don't think Call of Duty World of War where you run over with a syringe and you inject them. What basically happens is the medic runs up, throws a syringe, and the downed person can grab it. They shove it in, and they get back up on their feet. Um, that's the medic class basically. Medics, you're used to you're a medic. You can boost speed, you can boost health, you can boost yeah, it's pretty much a job. You can revive teammates, you can revive yourself, and then the end game thing is a grenade which mass revives all down teammates. Because when you're killed in Brink, you don't die instantly, you go down. And it'll have a wave spawner to your right, and if that's going down, you can hit right and you'll spawn with an extra wave. Or you can sit there and wait until someone kills you, or a medic shows up and throws you a revive syringe, which is a pretty cool thing. I would like to see maybe some kind of just kill streak, something or other, just to you know to show that I've been alive for 8 kills and I'm still here, the medic type deal. Um, One thing I have to say I really kind of dislike about the game is the melee attacks. They aren't the traditional knife to the back of the head. They aren't the traditional. I personally would have really liked to seen more of a Halo type deal, where if you sneak up behind him and hit him, it's an assassination. If you in front, it's gonna take 2 hits. Uh, but what happens is when you melee someone, you knock them down, which will expand their radar, but they're still gonna shoot while they're getting back up at you, and it's very, very easy to miss. But the computer tends to get it a lot. Also, another thing to get into is the free running in Brink, which is very, it's good. It's really fun to play around with, just because you get to choose different weight classes. You can be a heavy, which means you'll be able to use a chain gun and have a second gun and all this extra, extra health, but you're going to be slower and you're not going to be able to jump higher. Medium, you're going to be able to use like assault rifles, SMGs. You're going to be able to run at an average speed, have an average health, a jump average. And light, you take less damage. You can only use the SMGs. You can but you can wall jump, which means you'll be able to get up a little higher than other people. My only critique for any class would definitely be operative. Operative, you can a downed opponent, which is someone who is down but isn't out. You can calm hack, which I really like, which will it's basically like a radar sweep that'll show the location of all enemies. Excuse me for a second. But when you calm hack them, it'll kill them, which is fine because the operative can then take the disguise. My problem is, once you're in disguise, your gun goes away. So it definitely gives you a disadvantage being, in disguise, but, even pulling out a knife, when you're using a pistol, it's going to take 2 melee attacks, and that's kind of hard to pull off in something like a Call of Duty or if you were in disguise, it would make much more sense if it was a sneak up behind, grab, slice, drag off into the distance, something like that. I would have much rather seen, instead of some of the perks, maybe with the medic, instead of giving them, because that's another thing too. They gave more buffs than you have on the D-pad. So you're gonna have to pick and choose your buffs. I would have really liked to see drag a downed opponent, or ally, for a medic, drag them out of fire and then revive them, or because a lot of times it is a waste bringing someone up, because you'll throw them a revive syringe, but they have to revive syringe themselves, then get up, and then they'll equip their weapon. And, if they'd just been shooting, they're only going to have a couple bullets left in the clip, and they're going to be screwed. They're just going to go right back down again. So it would be much cooler to see, a type of, grab someone, drag them behind a wall, then revive them type deal. And then for an operative, sneak up behind someone, slit their throat, drag them off into a corner, calm hack them, take their outfit, and then go do it again. But it doesn't really work like that. The operative, I haven't found much success for it. I've been an engineer. Sorry, my knee was here, hurting me. But I've been an engineer, a medic, and an operative. Engineer is very fun if you're a defensive class. If you like playing defense, you can set up some nice turrets, some landmines. You'll have some fun with that. You're watching people try and get through what you set up. The soldier, Jade plays the soldier. It's what you expect. You get your flashbangs, you get your Molotov cocktails, which they're iffy. They're not as great as I would expect a Molotov to be. Grenades, I'm not a big fan of the grenades in Brink. They're a little too hard to hit anyone with. Just honestly, like I'm sorry, I keep fucking with the thing, it's just going nuts. But the grenade warning, it has a circle around it. When the circle is full, the grenade's gonna go off, which to me defeats the purpose. When you throw a grenade, you're supposed to look at the grenade and go, shit, do I have time to move, or can I shoot him then move? And this game lets you know. It, depending on the size of the thing, it's going to tell you, when it's going to go off and how far away it is. Which, I fucking talk too much. That's what that is. But, excuse me. I don't mean to keep itching my nose, but I have allergies like crazy. But yeah, the engineer class is a defensive class. The operative class, it's kind of cool, but at the same time, it would have been much cooler if they had worked more on, maybe giving the operative, instead of a pistol, a one-shot knife. Just something to give them a melee combat that, surprise, I'm not on your team type deal. Because that's the thing, too. You'll swing, and the only way to swing with a knife is to have a pistol out. So you'll swing with a knife and hurt them, and then have to down them with a pistol. And if there's someone else there, that means you have half a clip of pistol ammo left versus a guy who's going, you just killed my buddy, and I obviously know you're not on my team. So you're gonna get annihilated. But yeah, I'll have to update Brink more later some other time. But it is a very fun game. Um, yeah, so I guess peace out.